Welcome back to the next episode of Appreciating Bharatanatyam. We saw a lot of ideas in the previous episode and here we will be discussing so much more. There are two aspects to Bharatanatyam. One is the learning and second is the performance. I started with the performance by sharing ideas about this space, but then everything starts from the dance class. So let us now enter the dance class. What is the first thing that a kid encounters when he or she enters a dance class? It is this, the kattai kuchi. The teacher holds this and taps like this. So let us say tai ya tai, tai ya tai, tai yum ta, tai yum ta ha. So this is the rhythm regulator. So when children are dancing, then they are able to hear this tapping and then they are able to dance. But then this beautiful instrument has a role only in the class and not on stage. On the stage, this is replaced by the more glamorous sister, which is the talam. So what happens is the Natvangam artist holds this and then they use this instrument to play the rhythmic beats, the jati. So this instrument is called the Natvangam and the artist who plays it is called the Natvangam artist. So let's say we would play it as tai, dit, tai, 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 dit, tai, 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 dit, tai. I am actually playing a very simple, jati pattern, but as jatis become more and more complicated, the Natvangam also is played with more speed and precision. So these are two instruments that you must get introduced to. So I will just keep them aside and let's go back to the items that we were discussing, as in the concept of items which come one after the other. We were discussing about the items. So the opening item is a Pushpanjali or an Alarip. The Alarip always starts like this. You see the hands placed on both sides. It is called natya arambham. So the Alarip just, starts like this, where, the hands are placed beautifully. After the Alarip is the Jatiswaram, then we have the Varnam. But in today's episode, I would like to just focus on the items on Lord Nataraja. Beautiful kritis on Lord Nataraja have had a very prominent place in the Bharatanatyam platform for years and years. So what are those compositions? There is one composition in Vasanta which I have heard and learnt even when I was a very small kid. It goes like this. Natanam adilar vegnagari gamagave kanaka sabayil anand. This is a very popular composition. And then there is idad padam tooki aadum Natarajanadi panivaye ninje. This is also a very popular composition. And then we have Anandanatamidum padan Punnam balavana chidambara nadananda natamidum pada. See, everywhere if you see Ananda, Natanam, these concepts keep getting repeated. These are some of the popular compositions. But I am going to perform a piece which is rare. It is not so popular on the stage and this is in the raga Kambodi. Anandame Paramanandame Ayyan Abhayavarakayyan Tirunatanam Anandame. So I will just, demonstrate it with its relevant mudras, so you can actually appreciate it when I actually perform. Anandame Paramanandame. It is so blissful seeing the dance of Lord Nataraja. Ayyan, Abhayavarakayyan, the one who blesses all of us, with a very benevolent heart. Now, and in the Charanam there is a very beautiful, piece that comes. Padi Madiyum. It is the half moon. Padi Madiyum Prabhakara Vadivil Pal Niramum Taval Parvati Magil Kripanidhi. Pa, 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 everywhere it is pa and it is sung in the note pa. this is a very, it's called Swaraksharam in Carnatic music, and it is a very beautiful part of a composition, and the composer has used it very effectively here. And then there is a jati. De talangutaka jhanuto jhanutakita dimitakita. That jhanutakita dimitakita I like very much. So what I have done is I have used it like a theme. Jhanutakita dimitakita. You can just see how I move my feet. I've used it repetitively. So I will just perform this item. It is a very small brief item, about 4.5 minutes, and it is on Lord Nataraja, and then we will take on from there and discuss various ideas.
Talangutaka jhanuto de talangutaka jhanuto jhanutakita dimitakita 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 Anandame Paramanandame Anandame Paramanandame Ayyan Abhayavara Kayyan Tirunatana Ayyan Abhayavara Kayyan Tirunatana Anandame Paramanandame. சகல ஜீவனம் உய்யானிலத்தில் சகல ஜீவனம் உய்ய மக்கள் ஓன கண்களமிருத்த பானம் செய்ய கிடைத்த நானிலத்தில் சகல ஜீவனம் உய்ய மக்கள் ஓன கண்களமிருத்த பானம் செய்ய கிடைத்த ஆனந்தமே பரமானந்தமே ஐயன் அபயவர கையன் திருநடனம் ஆனந்தமே பரமானந்தமே. ஆதிமதியும் பிரபா கரவடிவில் பால் நிகமும் தவள் பார்வதி மகிழ் கிருபா நிதி பாதிமதியும் பிரபா கரவடிவில் பால் நிகமும் தவள் பார்வதி மகிழ் கிருபா நிதி பொன்னம்பலத்தாடும் கிருபா நிதி பொன்னம்பல தாடும் சபாபதி மதுரை வெள்ளியம்பலம் சபாபதி மதுரை வெள்ளியம்பலம் வந்ததி தெத்தலாங்குதக ஜனுதோ தெத்தலாங்குதக ஜனுதோ ஜனுதகிட திமிதகிட தி தெத்தலாங்குதக ஜனுதோ ಜನುತಕಿಟ ದಿಮಿತಕಿಟ ದಿ ದೆತ್ತಲಾಂಗುತಕ ಜನುತು ಜನುತಕಿಟ ದಿಮಿತಕಿಟ ದಿ ದೆತ್ತಲಾಂಗುತಕ ಜನುತು ಜನುತಕಿಟ ದಿಮಿತಕಿಟ ஜனக்கு ஜனக்கு தத்து என்ற ஜங்காரம் ஜனக்கு ஜனக்கு தத்து என்ற ஜங்காரம் ஜனக்கு ஜனக்கு தத்து என்ற ஜங்காரம் ஜனக்கு ஜனக்கு தத்துவம் என்ற ஜங்காரமு டுடு குடகு டும் 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 என்ற உடுக்கையின் ஓங்காரமும் டும் 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 என்ற உடுக்கையின் ஓங்காரமும் டும் 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 என்ற உடுக்கையின் ஓங்காரமும் தன் பதயுಗಳ ಚಿಂತಾಮರಿವಣಿಯ ತಂತು ಪದವಿಯನ ಚಿಂತಾಗುಲ ಮಗಲ ಆನಂದಮೇ ತನ್ ಪದಯುಗಳ ಚಿಂತಾಮರಿವಣಿಯ ತಂತು ಪದವಿಯನ ಚಿಂತಾಗುಲ ಮಗಲ ಆನಂದಮೇ ಪರಮಾನಂದಮೇ ಅಯ್ಯನ್ ಅಭಯವರ ಕೈಯನ್ ತಿರುನಟನ ಆನಂದಮೇ ಪರಮಾನಂದಮೇ.
In this item, there are two things you saw. One is Anandame Paramanandame, the theme. Anandame Paramanandame. That is content. Then what did we do? Dittalagutaka janutom. What is this? This is pure dance. Because there is a jati, and for that I am doing a pattern that brings out the aesthetic beauty of the body language of Bharatanatyam. It does not convey any message. What is the message I am conveying here? Nothing. But Anandame, I am conveying joy. That brings us to the two aspects of Bharatanatyam, Nritta and Abhinaya. Nritta or pure dance consists of two parts, the hands and the feet. See, if you see the leg movement, this step is called Tatai Teta. If I do it with the hand, so these two combine to give us the Adavu. Adavu is the basic unit of Bharatanatyam. A string of Adavus gives us what we call as Jati. We look at it a little later. What is the opening Adavu? So the child enters, we saw the Kattai and Kuchi. So the teachers start off with Tai, Ya, Tai, Tai, Ya, Tai. What is that posture? I sat, no? It's called Aramandi. It just brings down the height to almost, like 2/3. That is the beauty. If we stand like this, it is Samapadam. This is also used in some Adavas. So we also use that. But the most difficult aspect of Bharatanatyam, if I should say, is the Aramandi. So a child has to master the Aramandi. And how is that done? That is done through giving practice for various Adavas. So we saw Tai, Ya, Tai, Tai, Ya, Tai. And then it is done in the second speed. Tayya, tay, tayya, tay. And then it is done in the third speed. Tayya, tay, tayya, tay, tayya, tay, tayya, tay. You go on tapping your feet, then the feet develop that level of strength to perform for long durations. The opening set of Adavas, it is a series of 6 Adavas, and then we go to the next set of Adavas, which are called Natya Adavas. I am not going to go into a detailed dance class session, so I would like to stop the Adava discussion of this episode with the Natya Adava, because I want to also talk to you a little about Abhinaya. Otherwise, it will be like you have entered my dance class and I am teaching you one Adava after another. That is not the purpose of this series, right? So let us just see the second set of Adavas, the Natya Adava. Tai, Yum, Tat, Ta, Tai, Yum, Ta, Ha. What did I do? In the first Adava, I was doing just this. So, flat, and my hands were like this. There was no mudra, no use. Now, I am going further. This is the heel. Heel, back. So, when we teach, we tell the children, put your hands on the hips. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then with the hand. So with the hand when they do, what happens? Tai, yum, tat, ta. Second speed, third speed, tai, yum, tat, ta. Then tai, yum, tat, ta, tai, yum, ta. These 8 adavas introduce kids to a lot of things. Like, this is bending. If you see heel back, it is the same thing. Instead of here, I am putting the heel here. And then, tai, yum, tat, ta. So now, the first time, the toe, see, the toe gets used. So here also, if you see. So now they learn to look this side, they learn to bend. See, what an amazing, practice for all the limbs of the body. Now, I told you that we will be stopping with 2 sets of adavas for this series. So, we will stop with Nat adava. But before that, I have to tell you the 8th Nat adava, which goes Tai, Yum, Tat, Ta. As a kid, I used to be so happy with this adava because you don't have to sit. I tell you this, Aramandi is a big strain. You have to keep your back straight and then sit, and it's very taxing for children. I used to be so happy with this. But then the joy stops with 4 counts. After that, what happens? Tai, yum, ta. So you sit fully. This is called the Muru Mandi. You sit fully, and then that is how you finish the adava. So the point is, Natadava is that beautiful series which kind of prepares the child for all the difficult moments that are going to follow. Well, let's now move on from Nritta. More about Nritta in the coming episodes. Let us talk a little about Abhinaya. Anandame Paramanandame. That was a very simple idea to convey. So, it was fine. But as you go on, you will be conveying more and more complex ideas. That is actually both the strength and the weakness of Bharatanatyam. Because we don't use any prop. Look here. What is there? Apart from Lord Nataraja and that beautiful flower arrangement we have done. Look around the stage. Take a look. What is there? Nothing. So whatever has to be communicated, it has to be done by the artist with the use of limbs. Angika, face expression, Mukhaja Abhinaya, eyes, Netra Abhinaya. We have to use these tools to communicate a message. So the point is, when we are dependent just on our skills, is it a plus or a minus? I am not answering that question. I will leave it to the viewers. I will take a small sequence. Sita plucking flowers in the forest. Goddess Sita, the wife of Rama, the two of them spent 14 years in Vanavasa. It's a very simple situation. One regular day, Sita just plucks flowers. She may like to string it as a, for her hair or like a garland. Or she may just want to use it for prayer, whatever it is. It's a very simple situation. If this is communicated through a movie, what will happen? The entire forest can be brought in front of your eyes. The trees, the grass, the long shadows, the lion at a distance, the elephants, the snake that is creeping. Everything can be brought in front of your eyes on the screen with minute details. You can actually see a forest there. And then Sita will be dressed as Sita. See, here I am wearing a very simple, it's a non-committal costume, non-communicative costume. If I was doing a full-fledged performance, I will wear the full Bharatanatyam attire. Even then, it is not Sita's costume. Because when I do the role of Hanuman or Rama, I will still be in the same costume. So, looking at my costume, you can't say that I am Sita. But if you are watching a movie, then that artist is dressed as Sita. There is somebody dressed as Rama, so you know it is Sita. But here I have to tell that I am Sita or communicate to you that I am Rama. Okay? So, the forest is brought in front of your eyes. Sita, a movie where multiple people play multiple characters. The artist as Sita is shown to you and she plucks flowers. If it is a play, instead of this blue backdrop, they will put a forest screen. An artificial tree can be brought inside. Again, there are multiple people playing different characters. There is an artist dressed as Sita. She can come, pick a flower from the tree and maybe put it in her hair. Now come to Bharatanatyam. Didn't I tell you that I'm going to be talking about Bharatanatyam Abhinaya? So, how am I going to communicate this idea through Bharatanatyam? First, I have to start by telling you that I am in a forest. You don't know. This is the screen. So, how will I tell you? Long, long ago. So long ago. Oh my God. There is a lion. Can't you hear the roar? Oh my God, it's so scary. And what is it here? There is a big elephant. That elephant is there. Oh, what is this? I just missed a snake. It is so big. Oh my God. And where are all these? Amidst tall trees. The forest has so many trees and they all cast long shadows on the ground. Oh my God, it's all so scary. In this forest stood the beautiful Sita. Sita is so beautiful that the moon looks at her and decides to hide behind the clouds. The moon is shy of the beauty of Sita. This beautiful Sita, the wife of Rama, is looking around. And there she spots a flowering tree. A tree with lots of flowers. She picks a flower, smells it, puts it on her hair. How long was the elaboration? Such a small idea. Sita picks flowers in the forest. But when it is expressed through Bharatanatyam, you have to start by communicating where you are. And then you have to communicate who you are. And then you have to perform the act which the character is expected to do. So, if you feel this is a little longish, it's up to you. If you feel, oh my God, without any external aid, an idea is being conveyed so powerfully. What a powerful medium of communication Bharatanatyam is. That is also right. I leave it to you. You are watching Appreciating Bharatanatyam. I hope you really enjoyed this episode. So many more ideas are waiting to be discussed in the next episodes. Keep watching.